Spanish realism is often depicted in religious art, such as this tearful Madonna. As in France and in New Orleans, Epiphany is celebrated with king cake, representing the crowns of the Magi. In Madrid, crowds fill the streets until the late hours at Christmas time, just looking at decorations and visiting with neighbors and friends and going to a cafe. Tourists can stand behind these figures and place their heads atop for a nice photo opportunity. Madrid has a magnificent opera house and beautiful scenery. The center of Madrid is the Plaza Mayor. One of the most popular souvenirs to buy is fans in Spain. Andalusia was under Moorish rule from the 8th through 15th centuries. The Alhambra shown here at night is one good example of their architecture. The palace is filled with courtyards reflecting ponds like this in the Alcazar of Seville. At any angle, the ponds reflect the architecture and lend a cool feeling to the warm climate. You can see the amazing intricacy of the Islamic architecture. Cordoba's Mosque Cathedral is another masterpiece of this era of architecture. Besides the distinctive arches, there are areas with exquisite ceiling decorations. Flamingo dancing and singing typifies the Andalusian spirit of life. One really sees it in the intensity of the emotional expressions of the artists that are performing. Spain produces half of the world's olive oil, about 1.5 million tons annually. Paella is a rich dish originally from the Valencian community, but it's one of the best-known dishes in Spain. Toledo is situated on a rugged promontory washed on three sides by the Tagus River. This is the view of Toledo's skyline. The gates to the city have very decorative watchtowers. Although Segovia is in the Castile region, I included to show the iconic ancient Roman aqueducts. We're going to move up the coast of Valencia on the Iberian Peninsula. Beautiful building tops grace the main square in Valencia. The downtown area is a pedestrian zone. Apartments and office buildings reflect the grace of a previous era. Sidewalk cafes looking almost like Paris dot many of the streets. So many of the buildings are painted in very bright, vibrant colors. A modern part of Valencia was created with a rerouted river. The Science Museum shown here is a major part of this area and also a beautiful cultural performing arts building. The modern area also has a huge aquarium which features beluga whales among many other sights. And like it or hate it, bullfighting is an indelible part of Spanish culture. The interior of the cathedral at Seville. We got to show the very prolific Seville oranges when they're planted throughout the city. Plaza España was built for the Ibero-American Exposition of 1929, and it has 52 benches with mosaic tiles representing all 52 Spanish provinces. The gardens of the Alcazar are another great sight. Gaudi's La Sagrada Familia may be finished in our lifetime, but it's almost done now. The interior of the basilica looks complete and is currently being used for religious services. This iconic decorative chimneys atop the Casa Mila, the last private residence designed by the architect Gaudi. People in this shot show the size of the scale of these chimneys. The Dali Museum is in Figueres, about an hour and a half north of Barcelona. This famous arrangement shows a lip sofa and a nose fireplace and creates Mae West. Barcelona is filled with fountains and palms to make walking around more beautiful. Las Ramblas is the major pedestrian street, popular even in the rain. Atop Mount Juzic sits the magic fountain to amuse all the tourists and natives as well. At night, the term magic takes on new meaning when color and music is added to the streams of water. The Spanish-French border is formed by the beautiful Pyrenees Mountains. If you had enough of city sights, you can head to Sitges for the seaside beach charm just an hour away.